Welcome to the free monthly Taroscopes. Be sure to check your rising and moon for more details and visit VickieVerley.com for personal readings, decks, books, t-shirts, art, and more. Thank you for all your continued support, including donating, liking, commenting, sharing. Now without further ado, on to your free reading. Hi Capricorns! Whoa, is this a big year and month for you? And happy birthday to all you January Capricorns, and you're going to have your new moon in Capricorn. The new moon in Capricorn is going to be on the 16th. These are the animal totem cards here. Let me get these cards back put away. By the way, these are my decks, and what we're going to use today. We're going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. I've already laid it out because I'm still recovering from my fracture here. Rock and Roll Tarot deck, my creation. Then we're going to pull a Beast Mistress Animal Oracle card, my creation. And this is just my book. You can find out about all that stuff by checking my website in the eye in the sky above or below. Also, for a limited time, the year ahead readings are still available till the end of December. If you're watching this in January, they're gone. But I do cover, when I do your year ahead readings, I do cover the major astrological aspects and how they might affect you. And you being a Capricorn, you're absolutely affected in this year coming up. Well, we had the Saturn is in Capricorn for the next few years. Now, Saturn is your ruler. Okay, so I'm a Capricorn sun too, and I feel like it's a good thing. Those of you that are old enough to remember, you can look back to, it would have been late 80s, like 88, I think it was, somewhere around in there. Let me double check. I should have wrote this down. I wasn't going to bring it up. I do bring it up when I look at all the cycles in the chart. Yeah, Saturn it went in 88, late 88, and then into 89. So if you're old enough to remember what was going on then, you know, these are cycles. And they're always cycles. Every time Saturn changes signs, it's a cycle. But it's in the sign of Capricorn. And not only that, that's its home sign. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so it's kind of come home to roost. I find it very empowering. I find it to be... I've had many good things happen on Saturn. I think being a Capricorn, sun, rising, or moon, whatever you might be watching this for, I feel like you're already acclimated to the energy. So you're already, it feels natural to you. You know how to work with Saturn energy. You've been working with it your whole life. You know, it's your ruling planet, for God's sakes. So you know how to work with the Saturn energy. You're no stranger to Saturn energy, hard work, discipline, and you could be having the payoff. And boy, does the spread sure look like it too. I don't know if I mentioned I had to lay it out ahead of time because I'm dealing with some issues. I can still do the readings, but it's just I'm moving slower. The other thing is it's your birthday, okay? It's your birthday, or it could be in December, like me. I'm a December Cap, but if it's your birthday and your new moon, you get one new moon a year. So your new moon is also, and that's going to be, the new moon is on the 16th of January. So this month is kicking off this year for Capricorns, like everything, a lot of focus energy on you. And I'll guarantee you, if you're a Capricorn sun, that you probably have Mercury, Venus. Some of your other personal planets might be in Capricorn. So again, the year ahead reading, I'll address that. It's curtailed just to you. And it's tarot, and it's animal totem, and it's numerology. It's a whole bunch of stuff. So it's really cool. Check it out. But anyways, this is big news. This is such a powerful time. I can't emphasize too strongly how much of a powerful time this is. This is a time for you to do whatever you want to do. You have so much powerful energy behind you right now. Your birthday always is. You know, forget about January 1st, unless being a Capricorn, your birthday is January 1st, because that would fall in that range. But your birthday is your powerful time, your solar return. If you're Capricorn rising, when the sun goes over your ascendant, you know, those are things you can find out by running your chart. But when it's touching your chart like that, when you're having your solar return, that's your new moon, and your new moon on the 16th. That's your whole new year. Till your next solar return next year, and your next new moon next year. So this is the point where you can really manifest it. And with Saturn coming in there, you could be manifesting things that are very long term. Long-term things can be established now that are going to carry you through many years, possibly even 28 years, a full Saturn cycle, but at least a 7-year cycle, like a quarter turn, right? The other thing that's happening this month, I mean, you may have something Leo in your chart, but we have 2 full moons. We have the new moon in Capricorn, so it's only you are the only one having a new moon. But we're having a full moon in Cancer, your opposite sign, on the 1st of January, and then January 31st, we're having a full moon in Leo, which is also an eclipse. This month is so much going on. So now the eclipse in Leo is going to harken back to that August new moon eclipse that we had. And I mean, it comes out to 11, okay. Yeah, 2018 is at 11, that's a master number. You know, all numerologists are going to, you know, you can watch many numerology predictions, I'm sure, that'll tap into that for you. But here's another thing I noticed. So the eclipse was on 8/21. And then this is the first month, which is also 1, but you know, but just like 2, 1, 8, the numbers are the same. 8, 2, and 1, 2, 1, and 8, and 1, you know. You take out the 0, you know, 2, 2, 1, 1, 8, 8. So it's absolutely a correlation to what's coming in 2018. And the full moon eclipse brings to culmination, possibly brings to release. Full moons are about releasing, but it's also culmination. And it absolutely will tie back to that August eclipse. So everybody needs to go back and think about what happened on the August eclipse, or what was I doing, or what was that about, or what was I trying to manifest, because there will be some connection for everyone, okay? Now, let's look at these cards. Boy, you have some sweet, nice cards here, actually. You've got the Fool as the very first card out. Now, the Fool is never foolish. The Fool is open of heart. He's ready to start a new beginning. He's ready to make a new path. And again, with the Saturn and the new moon, you know, all the stuff we just talked about, this is definitely a time for a new beginning for you. You've got people behind you. You've got a couple of people behind you that are wanting to help you. And these general readings, these are not gender specific, gender neutral. But it shows us 2 kings. Now, kings, male or female, in a general reading are going to be people who are more further along in their path. The king is not a page. The king is not a knight. The king is the king. This king is somebody who's further along in the path. They seem to be connected together. King of Swords, air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. King of Rods, fire sign. Leo, Aries, Sag. The King of Swords could just be happening in Aquarius. Now, we're going to move from Capricorn into Aquarius on the 19th. So this could be coming in after the 19th. I definitely feel they're connected. Either they're absolutely connected together all the time, or you meet this one and he connects you to this one. You're looking at a new path, the Fool and then this one, the two of Rods. So you're looking at your future. You're making a plan for your future. And again, this is the time to do it. You're visioning this future path. You're looking into the future. And then you're going to start working on it. You're going to start working on it and building it, because that's what Saturn does. Saturn is laying those bricks one at a time, another brick in the wall. That song is not a good song, though. That's a right? All in all, it's just another brick in the wall, Pink Floyd. Oh, the wall. If you don't eat your meat, you're not going to have the pudding. The wall lyrics. Let me just do a quick scan. If you want to look them over by yourself, you can. Well, another brick in the wall. There's two whole things of it. Yeah, but I don't think that's actually a good thing. Because if you don't eat your meat, how can you have your pudding if you're not going to eat your meat? Ah. But I feel like this is a good thing, okay? And the thing that you're building, Eight of Pentacles is a good thing. The thing that you're building, you're loving doing it. That's the message of the Eight of Pentacles. Like you could be seeing these as building bricks or building, things. He's not even, all this money's piling up and he just can't wait to make the next one. He doesn't even, he's focused on what he's making now. He's so immersed in it, and so, this time flies when you're having fun kind of thing. And the star is there too. So spirits and angels are going to be with you big time. Through inspiration for wherever you're creating, through bringing these people that are favorable to you into your life. And, it's just favorable. Okay, now Two of Rods with the Lovers. Some of you might be you know, sparking up a new relationship. Because Two of Rods is also a card of partnerships. And the Lovers is definitely a card of partnerships. It talks about people you love and everyone. By the way, I didn't do the Lots of Love again this month. I'll have them back for February for Valentine's Day, and possibly with a new provider. I might try some other avenues besides Vimeo, but I've just been busy with the year aheads and everything else, so it's actually kind of a relief not to have to do one. But well, they'll be back in one form or another. But anyways, the Lovers is here. Some of you, this to me pertains more to whatever this is about, but some of you, if you are getting into a relationship, when these two cards show together with this, if you relate this Two of Rods to love, what it means is somebody you really like, somebody you really get along with, and you really have a lot in common, and you make a good team outside of the bedroom. You have other things in common. For many of you, though, you might run into somebody that you once loved, that you broke up with. There could be a reconciliation. Some of you might be looking at, well, we broke up, it's over, but you still, with those two full cups there, it usually means that you still kind of held out a little bit of hope. You still kind of thought, well, maybe someday, maybe it'll happen. But you know, I dare not to hope, you know. And if you go, you might be led to go to some celebration. Maybe even it's your own dang birthday party, you know. Or an eclipse party or something. Or maybe it's just whatever. Maybe it's just going out for drinks with the friends or a restaurant or whatever. You could run into somebody from the past. Or even if it's not a specific person. Maybe some of you have just given up on love altogether. You know, it's just like, screw it, I'm just going to throw myself in my work. I don't even want to think about a relationship. You know, work never, that's a Capricorn thing all the way, right? Work never lets me down. I know I can count on my work and my career, you know. I get in that mode too, you know. And maybe, you know, might be surprised. Might be a surprise kind of love. Okay, so let's get your animal totem. This again is the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And my other deck is the Rock and Roll Tarot, which is what we've just done here. I have books and decks and readings, and the year heads are going to be gone, but there's some other readings. But this is always the most popular, and it's you know, only available for 1 month of the year or so. I have the t-shirts too, but the way Amazon's handling it, because of demand, they're making them not available when they are, so it's kind of up in the air with those t-shirts for the time being. But there are some really cool ones, and you might want to check them out. What is our Capricorn animal totem going to be here? The aardvark. That's totally Capricorn. Or armadillo, not aardvark. Huh. It's funny I said aardvark too, so if any of you feel like it, you might want to look up that aardvark too. But armadillo is it. Self-protection, shielding, retreat. You know, that's the, you know, saying I don't want a relationship. That's self-protection. Come on, you know it is. Dig deep, connect to the subconscious. Fill your lungs with clean, fresh air to aid in the buoyancy of your plans. So take some deep breaths. You got Capricorn's armadillo. I can totally see being like a Capricorn kind of totem. Like this soft, you know, this outer shell that's really soft. But really inside you're just kind of cute and fuzzy and lovey. Ow. I almost clapped my hands and it still hurt a little. Anyways, Cap, so this is a huge month for you. You know, get your ducks in a row here. Get to working on what you want to do. You've got such powerful forces. The winds are in your sails. You know, the wind's at your back. So I think that's how it goes. You know, meaning there's other forces that are going to help carry you along and propel you into everything you ever wanted. All right, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I've been saying this in all the readings. You know, people tip their doorman or their postal carriers and different people at the holidays at the end of the year. And if you wanted to tip me or any of the other readers that you follow on YouTube for the free readings, I'm sure it would be appreciated. I would appreciate it. And I do appreciate you guys so much for everything you've done up till now. Liking, sharing, commenting, purchasing all my wares besides the readings, the books, the decks, the mandalas. That all keeps the readings free. Subscribing, you can hit the subscribe button at the bottom. If you want to find out anything, check out the eye in the sky or the links below for all the information that you could ever need. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great birthday, a great solar return, a great new moon, and a great Saturn in Capricorn. And if you want to look a little deeper into that, we can do that through the year ahead reading. And as I said, being a Capricorn, you're very likely to have other planets besides your sun in the sign of Capricorn. Usually your personal planets, there's a few that, especially Mercury, Venus, Mars, some of the inner planets would more than likely be in Capricorn too for many people. So it's going to affect you in different ways than just your sun sign, in other words. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Have a great, happy birthday, new year. I'll see you in 2018. Bye.